Hi, English learners. Today we're going to start this book, okay? Worldly Wise, Book 7, Lesson 1 today, okay? So this is a great book if you're learning English, kind of intermediate, middle level, and you want to learn some words that are really good for school and for writing and for reading difficult books, okay? So this is kind of academic vocabulary. Okay, so the video is going to be two parts. One, pronunciation, and then second, discussion, okay? So let's look at this piece of paper. Number one is abate. Ignore my writing. Abate. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Agent. Agent. Authority. Authority. Devastate. Devastate. Good. And then on page two, epidemic. 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 Estimate. Okay, the noun is estimate. Estimate. Okay. The verb is estimate. Okay, it's a homonym. Okay, it's got two different sounds. Estimate, estimate. We estimated. The estimate. Mit is the noun. Okay, the estimate. Okay, we'll talk about it. Estimate, estimate. Evict. Impartial, industrious, infuriate. A little bit fast. We'll go back and do the eyes. Impartial, impartial. Industrious, industrious. Infuriate, infuriate. Irrelevant, irrelevant. Okay, these are four long I words, okay? Words that start with I. They're pretty hard, okay? Impartial, industrious, infuriate, irrelevant. Precise and sham. Precise, sham. And the bonus one at the end, the last one, trek. Okay? So, these are all your words. One more time. Abate, acknowledge. Agent, authority. Grammar, authority. Devastate. Epidemic, estimate and estimate. Evict, impartial. Industrious, infuriate, irrelevant. Precise, sham, and trek. Okay? Now, let's talk about how to use these words. Okay? So word number one, abate. Abate. Abate means that something becomes less and less and less. Okay? So if I get hit in the head playing baseball and oops, it really hurts. Okay? But 1 hour later, 2 hours later, the pain is abating, okay? It means getting smaller and smaller and smaller, okay? We say this for a lot of things. Enthusiasm, you know, like, yay, yeah. And then you're not enthusiastic anymore, okay? So we say the enthusiasm abated. The storm abated. The wind. Maybe at 5 o'clock, at 4 o'clock it's, and then 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock, it's no wind at all, okay? The wind abated. Pain, anger, all of these you can say abated. It means that it was really big, and then less and less and less. So this is abated, okay? The storm abated. Unabated means it's not stopping, okay? So here it says unabated, enthusiasm, okay? Unabated enthusiasm. It means fully excited, fully excited, unabated. Okay, it's not stopping. We say maybe the sound. If you hear a sound, kind of like long sound, like beautiful, huh? We'll say the sound continued, unabated. Okay, it means continued and continued. Keep going. Okay. Acknowledge. Second word, acknowledge. It means that you kind of admit something or say something, maybe publicly. Maybe my children will get acting prize, the Oscar, or a Nobel Prize for being so smart. And they go to the microphone and they say, I would like to acknowledge my mom and my dad's help. Like this. It's like, these people helped me, and I want to tell everybody that these people helped me. Acknowledge something. So the root of this word is the word know, to know something. So you're letting people know. You're letting people know some truth or something like that, okay? Acknowledge, okay? Acknowledged here, the adjective, acknowledged. It means like many people agree, okay? So we'll say Michael Jordan is acknowledged as the best basketball player, okay? It means that we all kind of agree, okay? Hawaii is acknowledged as a beautiful tourist place. Okay, the meaning here is that everyone kind of agrees that it's a really beautiful tourist place. Acknowledged, okay? Acknowledged expert. He's an acknowledged expert on some topic, okay? Maybe me with grammar. Authority as well, okay? So an acknowledged expert is an authority. We'll get that one. That's word number 4. Number 3 is agent, okay? An agent is someone who helps somebody. So if I want to buy a house, I will ask an agent to help me. And the agent will tell me, okay, you have to sign this paper. You have to take the paper to the bank. You get the bank to stamp it. And then you bring the paper back and you tell this person. And they're helping me, okay? Tell the government about this and this. Be careful. This is a trick. Like this. The agent will help me to buy the house. This is often called a real estate agent. Okay? A real estate agent. They help you buy a house or apartment or that kind of thing. Now, if I'm a good sports star, okay, maybe I'm very good at baseball. I hit lots of home runs. But I'm not very good with business and numbers. So when my team wants to make me sign a contract, I'll have an agent. I'll have an agent help me, okay? So this is going to be a sports agent. If you're a movie star, we don't say movie agent. It's okay, we understand, but usually we say talent agent. A talent agent. It'll help the movie star find the best movies, okay? So Tom Cruise, I'm sure, has a great talent agent. An agent, okay? Now, agent does have a second meaning. It means that it will help something to continue, okay? Help something to react. So in science, if we have something like water here, and we put something inside, but it's really slow, really slow. We want it to turn blue, but it takes like 10 hours. Maybe we can put another chemical in here, and it will turn blue, but in 1 minute, really fast. The thing that made it fast, we call an agent. Okay, it's making things happen. Okay, just like a talent agent is making movies happen for Tom Cruise. An agent in chemistry class is making this turn blue super fast. Okay, so this is called an agent. It's a science word in science class. Okay, an authority. It's similar to the word expert. Okay, an expert. So we'll say I am a grammar authority. If you have a grammar problem, ask me. I'll help you. Okay? But somebody else, like maybe my brother, he's an authority on cars. He loves looking at cars and talking about cars. He knows the year. He knows who makes it and all this kind of stuff. Things I don't know. He is an authority on cars. Okay? She is an authority on books or movies or whatever, okay? So it means like an expert on something. Authority also has a second meaning. It means right, the right to do something, okay? So, this is my phone. Nobody can sell it. Nobody, okay? Only I can sell it. So one day maybe I choose to sell it. I have the authority to sell it. Only me. If somebody else sells it, they're stealing it, okay? So it means I have this right. This is something only I can do, okay? So I have a privilege, if you know that word, okay? So an authority. Lastly, authorities has another one, a noun, okay? It means police officer. So if I see something bad, if I'm walking down the street and there I see this big man hit somebody, okay? A big burly man, if you remember Wordly Wise 5. A big burly man hits hits an old lady and takes her money. And I see him, and I see his face, and I see everything, and he has a big tattoo of a butterfly here. I will go to the police officer and tell him. I can say, I will tell the authorities. In this case, it's similar to police officer, okay? This meaning is a little bit older. You will find it in books, but usually we say, I will tell the police. Okay, that's more speaking common, okay? Devastate. 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 Okay, it's a verb. It means break everything or destroy. Destroy if you know that, okay? So we'll say, the earthquake devastated San Francisco. The fire devastated Chicago. Like this, okay? It means really, really broke it. The fire burned everything. The earthquake knocked everything down. Okay, but we can also use this for a person, okay? Maybe in high school, there was a girl, and I loved her, okay? And then one day she goes, Daryl, go away. Don't talk to me. I don't like you anymore. And I'm like, oh, my life is finished. We'll say, the news devastated me. And maybe for like a week or 2 weeks, I'm sad and I don't know what to do. So the news devastated me. Okay, devastating means destructive. The storm was very devastating. Okay, the typhoon was very devastating. Devastation is what happens. Okay, so the city needed 2 years to fix the devastation from the earthquake. Okay, so in places like New Orleans and Haiti, there's been a lot of earthquakes and hurricanes. Okay, hurricanes, and they take years to fix the devastation. Okay, page 2. Epidemic. Epidemic means a disease, but it means it's everywhere. Everywhere, okay? So an epidemic of something. We usually say with of. The flu epidemic of 1918. Okay? AIDS became epidemic. Here's an adjective. Okay? Become epidemic. Okay? So if you want to talk about it, we'll say the epidemic of something. Okay? Obesity. Obesity means fat. People are too fat. Okay? So we often talk about the obesity epidemic. Doctors are worried about the obesity epidemic. Okay? The obesity epidemic needs to be fixed. Now, this is a hard word because the noun, the N, is estimate. Here is estimate. Estimate, the verb, okay? Estimate means a guess. You're usually guessing about numbers, okay? So, how many people live in your city? I think 100,000. That's my estimate. A noun, okay? My estimate, her estimate, his estimate, our estimate. Okay? Now, the verb estimate, let's estimate. So we estimated the number. We estimated the number of people in the city. Okay? You can estimate many things. You can estimate the cars in the parking lot. Okay? You can estimate the number of days till Christmas. I think it's about 60 days to Christmas. Okay? But it might be 55. When we estimate, sometimes you're a little bit wrong, right? Because you're guessing. Okay, evict. Evict. I say for and from. Okay? Now, if you say the landlord evicted me, the landlord has my house, okay? And maybe we have a fight. Maybe I break things, or maybe loud music and everyone's not happy. Or maybe I don't give the landlord money. We'll say, the landlord evicted me for not paying. For the reason, okay? Or we say from. The landlord evicted me from my house, okay? From the place. Now you can put them both together, okay? The landlord evicted me from my house for not paying the rent. The landlord evicted her from her apartment for loud noises. Okay? So from is the place and for is going to be the reason why you're evicted, kicked out of your apartment. Don't come back. Okay? Impartial kind of means fair. Okay, so teachers should be impartial, and judges need to be impartial. Okay, it's very, very important. It means that they listen to both sides and they respect both sides. They don't, in their heart, secretly like this one, but don't like that one. That's being partial. If you like, that person's fine, I'll listen. I'm impartial. Okay. If Canada and America plays a hockey game, maybe the referee with the whistle will be from Sweden, okay, or Finland, another country. But if the referee with the whistle is from Canada, the American hockey team will say, hey, we're playing Canada, and that's a Canadian referee. Bad situation. He's partial. Go get the Swedish guy. He's impartial. The Swedish referee, okay? So impartial. Industrious means you work hard. That's it. He's very industrious. Okay? The book doesn't have it, but there's a noun. Okay? You say industriousness. N-E-S-S. Okay? Many syllables. Industriousness. Okay? Industriousness. Industrious means working hard. Okay? So industry is like factory. Okay? So factories work hard. Industrious. Industriousness. Infuriate. The root here is the word fury. Fury. F-U-R-Y. Okay? Infuriate means make angry. Okay? Infuriate. Fury means anger. Okay? So the little red guy in the movie Inside Out, and his head fire all the time. Okay? He has a lot of fury. Has fury. Okay? He gets infuriated by everybody. Everybody makes him angry. Okay? Bad drivers infuriate me. If you're a student, you can say, oh, that teacher's homework infuriates me, makes me angry. Okay? Irrelevant. Irrelevant means it's not helping. Okay? We use this to say if someone's talking about something. Okay? So if I give you homework and I say, please write about Australia. Okay? You can tell me about Australia land, Australia animals, all this kind of stuff. Okay? But if you want to say like, my favorite singer is from Australia, it's not really helping you talk about the country. It's just talking about one singer. Okay? We'll say, oh, that sentence, my favorite singer is from Australia. That sentence is irrelevant. It's not helping your writing. Okay? Hey, did you know I like spaghetti? That's not helping us remember wordly wise, okay? It's just something about me. That's irrelevant, okay? You say sterile. Stop being irrelevant. Okay, stop saying irrelevant things. Irrelevant. Good. Precise. It means you do something that's very accurate, okay? If I throw a dart and you zoom right there, okay, I get 100 points. I threw it very precisely, okay? If I estimate the words on this page, I think, there's 254, and there's actually 253. I'm very precise, okay? I'm very accurate. Sham. Sham's a trick. Okay? Sham is a trick. Maybe you're trying to trick people to get money. So I think this is a sham. If someone phones you and say, hey, I'm a prince from South Africa. Please be my friend. I'll give you money. I'll buy you cars. You should be careful, okay? This might be a sham. This would be a sham, okay? If you get a text message, okay, and it says, this is your bank. Please give us your password because we need to get to reset it. Be careful. This is probably a sham, okay? Now here, sham, it says a sham apology. A sham apology. It means you say it, but you don't mean it. Your heart is not in it. I'm sorry. I called you an idiot, but now my mom says I need to say sorry. Sorry. It's not real. It's not real. I'm not like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's better. But if someone's just like, sorry, it's not a real apology, so we say a sham apology. Okay, and then here it says pretend. We shammed illness. We fake the illness, okay? And last word, we're at 20 minutes, okay? Trek. Trek is a hike. Okay, we trekked over the mountain. We hiked over the mountain. Ooh, that was a long trek today. It is, okay? Okay, do your best. Chapter 1, okay? Read the story. It's not a happy story, but it's an important story, okay? Take care. Goodbye. Remember the words. Oh, and if you need my help with anything, you can write in the comment box below, and I'll try to help you, okay? Bye-bye.